So, hello and welcome to Lunar Soul Tarot. And today we're going to look at what to do this week. We are just about to come up for a new moon in a solar eclipse, but we're not there yet. We've got a few days before we get there. And the whole point about a new moon is it represents a new start of a new phase. So to make the most of the new phase, I thought what we would do is look at what we can tidy up, finish off in preparation for that new moon. So I'm going to lay out 3 cards for you to pick from. Now, it may be that you're not sure which one to pick. However, try and focus. Oh, that was my phone, I beg your pardon. So try and focus on each card. If you think there's more than one there that can provide you with some insight, by all means, look at more than one. So, but let's start by turning them over. So, this is the Arboreum deck, which is rather beautiful. And so to start off with, we have the first card is Mendings. So let's see if I can bring that up so you can have a better look at that. So that is Mendings. And the second card we've got is Fellowship. I hope that's in focus for you. And the third card is Conversations. So not everything we do obviously finishes with the dark phase of the moon and the beginning of a new one, but I think it's a good idea to tidy up what you can whenever possible and move on. So have a look at those 3 cards and think about which ones relate to you the most, and in a second I will start the readings. So here we go. We've got the card of Mending for the first pile. And he looks, I don't know what he's busy with. He's busy with a shoe, I think. And all around are going about their business too. A stone in the background that looks like it's asleep, and the little owl on the top that looks like it's asleep. So let's lay out some more cards to go with it. So I'm gonna pick some tea leaves. I'm not going to use the whole pack because they're just too big to work with the whole pack. This is about 2/3 of it. So let's go and pick our tea leaves. So we're going to have 2 of these, and that is, and then oh, and I've got 3. So you're going to have 3 of these. So let's lay these out. Parrot, mice and lobster. So parrot, someone will gossip about all your secrets. Lobster, financial pinch, and mice, discord among friends or family. So I would say, looking at this at the moment, that a lot of it is about tidying up, let me just get to grips with this. I would say it's about sorting out something in relationships and something that is creating discord. So, and generally what happens is when people are disgruntled with you or with a situation, they tend to sort of chatter away to other people and generally moan about things instead of actually doing something about it. That is very common, and it kind of looks like here that that is what's going on. So I think what I would say for now is that you need to be putting some things in your house in order to make other people happy. So whether that's mending bridges or sorting out monies owed, or just catching up with friends, so you can put things back into balance this week before things move on and the situation sort of grows. So I'm going to lay out some tarot cards. Let's see what the tarot can tell us. This is the tarot of the divine. And it's a big pack, so I'm not great at shuffling big packs, so I will just do that. Here we go, and let's see what we've got here. So just get, so what do we need to mend or put to rights in the next couple of days, if we possibly can? What do we need to stop people getting disgruntled? Okay, right, so let's have a look. We'll start with these four, and we can always add. So we have the Page of Wands, a rather glorious Page of Wands too. So just wetting me whistle. And wands are all about creativity, and it's fire energy. So, and fire, and you can see he's got his sort of whip there, or his brush, or her brush. And it's being waved around rather joyously, actually. So we also have the Emperor. We have the Six of Coins, and we have the Ten of Wands. Right, okay, so let's start putting this together. So this parrot relates to the Page of Wands. because pages are quite often about messages or small gestures or immature or childlike energies. And I would say if somebody is talking about you, they're doing it not out of malice, but just because they're loose-tongued and they've got nothing else to talk about. My great-grandmother used to have a saying, and she used to say, you only worry if people aren't talking about you, because then you're not interesting. So, so if they are just being a bit loose-tongued, I would just sort of say to them, if you know someone who's doing this, then just sort of say, you know, I appreciate you didn't mean any harm, but, you know, it's not your business to spread around. So we have the Emperor here also, and the Emperor is about, well, he's the ruler, the sort of grand ruler, if you like, over the whole realm, rather than just a kingdom. So, and it relates more on a sort of spiritual level, but it can also relate on a practical level. And next to the Six of Coins, I would say that there is money being given away here, and it looks like that you could be the recipient of it. However, and that may be because somebody amongst your circle has heard that you need some help in this area. And it's also next to the, that's next to the Ten of Wands. And again, that's a fire card. So I would say that what needs tidying up or what needs finishing off is a creative project, something that you've been working on, not a major project, but it's something, a task that you've been set and that needs to be tidied up and brought to an end before anything new comes into your work tray or into your area for starting again. So the mending aspect of this is really just tidying up. There's nothing major here, but it suggests that you sort out your finances, you sort out any disgruntled members of your family or anybody who's being a bit loose-tongued, and it's a good time for you to do this because you have the Emperor here, and he is very much the ruler of his domain, and he wants to sort out fairly anything that's going on. And again, with this money card here, and the energy from this court card, you will get, everything will fall into place and you will have the energy to do that. Let's go into, let's have a look little bit more to see, and I'm going to put another card onto these to see where so first of all, what's going on with this Page of Wands and the parrot, who's saying what? And it might not be derogatory, it might be perfectly innocent and nice. Oops, she says. I'm just about to do, what do they call it, the 52 card pickup, or in the case of the tarot, 78. So let's just get what else needs to be mended or finished off before we get to this new moon. Let's see what we have. So what needs to be put into place? Because the discord we've got here, or the what tea leaves are saying, it's not major things. And again, you have this very powerful energy of the Emperor and the benevolent energy of the Six of Coins to help you finish it off. So let's see what else we can get from this. I'm going to cut these ones, and then I think I'm just going to lay off the top again. So, ooh, we have the Page of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Rods, we have the Sun, and we have the Page of Swords. There's a lot of youthfulness and immature energy around this pack, around this spread. So it might, so it could be young persons, or just people being immature. That's what I would say for sort of this thing going on up here. So we have 3 pages here, which gives us that youthful energy. And sometimes with youthful energies, they can be immature. So it could be people being immature, or it could be young persons in your life that need some sort of guidance. We've got this lovely Queen of Rods underneath the Emperor, and the Queen of Rods, of course, is related to this Page of Wands, and she is very much in control of her creative energy. She's very proud and very showy, and so in actual fact, if people are sort of whispering behind your back, I think it's sort of petty jealousy. Because stood here next to the Sun, it looks like something very good is coming your way soon. Page of Swords here is under the Ten of Wands, which means that this situation, or the project that needs to be finished, or that's coming to an end, can be dealt with very swiftly. So there might be messages coming to you to help you do that. because these pages are also about communication. And with the sun under the lobster, talking about the financial pinch, I think if you bring these tasks or projects, wind them up, bring them to a swift end, I think that will bring in new money for you. So it's looking very positive. So let's just have an angel card. Oh, and I'm leaning over. There we go. So I've got my angel cards to see what guidance we can get from that to help you. Oh, there we go. There's one come out already. So communicate clearly. So, and I'm going to put that here with the parrot, the emperor, and our wands card. So what it's saying here is, if there are people that are disgruntled, that are causing hold-ups or creating problems for you, I wouldn't have said there's any sort of big problems because we don't have a great presence of swords. But with your emperor energy, it gives you the right and the purpose to take hold of the situation. And what this is saying is just be clear in what you're saying, so that nobody can be confused. I'd say be clear and be kind in what you're saying. And in actual fact, this person here looks very sort of emperorish. I can't see clearly enough. It could be an emperor or an empress. But if we put the two of them together, so use your energies and your power to put out the right messages, and stop anybody. Well, you can't. Just put out the right messages to stop any loose talk, and clarify what you're doing and whatever else, any other messages you have to put out there. And it will bring it to an end. So whether it's about people are disgruntled because you haven't finished something, or a project or something that hasn't been, or they're waiting for you to finish something. If for whatever reason there is a delay, communicate to them what that delay is and why there's a delay. If it can be finished and just put to bed very quickly, then do so. And really, there's no major problems here. And in fact, what it's suggesting is, with the sun here, between these two court cards and the emperor above, it's saying that you have the power and the goodwill for creating a new dawn for yourself. So good luck with that, and I hope this has helped you, and you've got the messages to come into the new moon with a fresh start. Thank you. Right. So, pile 2, we have fellowship, and this looks lovely. It's giving out glorious energy. Here's our card, and we have some little creature here that's, whether it's been conjured up by these two rabbit magicians, or whether they're just sharing their energy, I'm not sure. But it's lovely. So let's see what this fellowship relates to, and I am going to pick a couple of cards from the tea leaves. So I've got about half the pack here. And I'm just going to pick a couple of cards from the pack. So we have Quill, and oh, here we go, and we have Stalk. Well, look at that. So here we have with our tea leaves, get back to the basics. So, and we also have Stalk. So this is news of birth and a new opportunity. So, and it looks to me, if it's to do with this fellowship, that it's an opportunity for you to join together with others. So, and the other thing I'm getting off of this, quill. So obviously the quill was used as a pen for writing. So if you are writing something and it needs editing or whatever, I would say strip it back and just go back to the basics as it says. So, but it looks to me more like sort of, it could be a birth, but it looks to be more like, in this situation, it's the birth of a new project. But let's have some more cards to find out. So the pack I'm using initially is the Tarot of the Divine. So we're going to have, whoops, if I can, let's just shuffle. So what new project or fellowship, woo, there we go, and let's just pop those on there, and we're getting there. So new project, fellowship, let's have some more information about that, please. Oh, I think, well, we've got those cards, so let's just take one more, and we'll see where that leads us. Yeah, we've got 4 cards. So here we go. So the Page of Coins. Oh, we've got 5 altogether. No, we haven't. We've got 6. Well, I say. Well, let's put our Page of Coins up there next to our new business opportunity. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the 2 of Cups. We have the 3 of Cups. We have Temperance. And we have Justice. So let's just, I'm just going to move these along a little bit. Oh, so we can fit all of these in. That's better. Good. So we have our stalk and our quill. So I would say so we do have a new emotional beginning here, and we have got 3 cups here. Well, we've got 3 of cups, but we have 3 cup cards. And we also have the Page of Coins. So that would, the Page of Coins is messages and sort of opportunities for resources. And alongside our stalk and our quill, that bodes very well. So, and we also have the Justice card next to that. Justice is about upholding honour and providing balance. It's not just about legal justice, although it might be that if you are starting a partnership, that there might be some contracts or some documents to look at. So we have the Ace, the 2 and the 3 in succession, which is extraordinary, I have to say, because that doesn't happen very often. And it could be the coming together of peoples for a celebration or a wedding. If it's a wedding, it's possible that the bride is already pregnant because we have this card here. But I actually think because because we're looking at the fellowship, I think it's much more about the bondings of peoples within a practical project. So if there is a marriage on the horizon, it's going to be very fortuitous in the sense of it's well balanced and it will bring a lot of joy. But I also think this is could be, or is more likely to be, about an actual physical project. So, with that in mind, we are talking about what needs to be tidied up before the end of this moon cycle to be able to go into the new moon and start the new moon as fresh as you can. So what I think here with temperance is it's talking about getting those relationships back into balance for ready to being able to move on. So if there is a celebration coming up, then I would say have the celebration, marvellous, beautiful, but then put everything back into balance so that you're ready to proceed with the Justice card here into the next phase. So if you carry on with the celebration, I don't think that's a good idea, because I think that will bring things out of whack. So let's just reaffirm that with some more tarot cards. And let's see what we can get out of this. So tell us about this fellowship and celebration, and what we need to get into balance before the new moon, please. So what do we need to balance and justify before the start of the new moon? Although it all looks rather lovely, doesn't it? So let's just cut those. And I'm taking them off the top again. Oops, if I can get them in my hands properly. Here we go. So we have the Knight of Swords. We have the Two of Cups. Oh my word, twice. We have the Ten of Swords, and we have the Star. Okay, so good. So there definitely is a new partnership, a relationship being forged, and you guys are soulmates. There's no doubt about it. So whether or not you're starting whether or not you're actually starting a romantic relationship or a partnership in business, it is almost sort of predestined, it's karmic. So, and that I would say is going on at the moment, all right? It doesn't always mean romantic love with these two, but it may well be, okay? So what we have the Knight of Swords here, and the Knight of Swords is a very swift energy. So and in this particular deck, this is the Palladini Aquarian deck, he's going in the opposite direction. So it's kind of saying that sort of energy is going away. So, however, with our Two of Cups, we have here also under our celebration, we have the Ten of Swords. So, and swords don't always mean bad news, but they do mean obstacles or things that have got to be circumnavigated, if you like. So, and as I said, this celebration or the stage of celebration needs to be finished off before you move on. That's what I'm seeing here. So because something special is coming in with the new moon that is going to need your full focus and attention, and you need to be in the right frame of mind and the right position to be able to deal with that. And it doesn't mean what's coming in is bad. That's not what I'm saying at all. I am saying that sort of don't go into it with a hangover, if you like. So what you need to be sort of finishing off is all those sorts of things. I would, if you're looking at sort of a new opportunity, yes, go ahead with it, but get everything sorted and aligned for the end of this week or for the beginning of the new phase. So if you can't get it signed, sealed and delivered, then just get your ideas into perspective and get some boundaries set in place so that you're ready to move forward with it. So that's what I'm getting from this. So fellowship, gorgeous. And again, we have that reaffirmed here with these two of cups. Fantastic. And bit of time to celebrate and have a party, and enjoy where you've got to so far. But the cards at the end of our spread are saying, because justice is all about balance, whether it's being balanced in fairness and divvying out the law on an even scale, or whether it's the law of nature being divvied up so it can move on to the next phase. We also have our temperance card, which is very much about sort of balancing mind, body and spirit. Then we have our star card at the bottom, suggesting that there is a bright new opportunity, but these things need to be set up and at least some sort of guidelines put in place by the beginning of the new moon. So, and I'm just going to take an angel card for. So what advice would you give to help our recipient on their way? We're nearly there. Let's just do one more. And I thought it was going to come out, but it's not going to. Here we go. Okay. So, let's go, and there we go. Here it is. So, remain positive. Good. So, because this all looks positive, so I would say enjoy the moment and carry on with things. but just because there are some technical things you need to do to get things back into balance, so you're not over exuberant, remain positive for the near future, to see what the new moon's going to bring in. Lovely. So yeah, so get everything into place. So have a lovely party, celebrate your new relationships, friendships, fellowship, but don't get carried away, and keep in balance and remain positive. There you have it, pile 2. And thank you for listening, and for and blessings to all you souls out there. Thank you. Here we go. Oops. No. And so welcome, pile 3. We have our card here, conversations, and it looks quite sweet because we've got the rabbit or the hare is talking to, let's see if I can get that into focus, there we go, little spirit of the tree, which is rather gorgeous, and they seem to have a lovely ambience between the two of them. So we're talking about what needs to, what you can tidy up to take you through into the phase of the new moon. So, and we have sort of, which occurs on Saturday, so we have a few days to be able to do that. So it's looking at what's outstanding, what we can tidy up, and what we can finish to move on to the next phase and accept what is coming to us. So I am going to take some tea leaves, and I say some because the pack is too large to take all of them, and let's just spread them out. And I'm having that one. The moon, there you go. So, and gavel, involvements with the law. And we're going to take one more, I think, on this occasion. Money path. Okay. So we have the moon saying changes in your life. We also have the money path, which says a path with money is waiting for you to find it. And we also have involvement with the law. So it may be that and this is looking so lovely, this card here, from our Arboreum pack, that I think the involvement with the law is not a negative one. I think it's possibly, so if there's any outstanding issues that you have with legal matters, then it suggests that they could be coming to an end, and next to this card, money path, it could be mean it's settled in your favour, but it also says that if there's anything outstanding that you have been sort of hiding away from or avoiding, now is the time to deal with it. So if you've got a parking ticket sitting on the shelf that needs to be sorted, or if there's anything that needs to be signed and sent off, then this is the time to do it. And when you've dealt with that, then you're free to look for that money path. Interesting, because we're talking about conversations. So it might be that you just need to have a conversation with somebody about legal matters, just to get those things clarified or in place. It could be if you're having a dispute with I'm getting garden fence here, so it could be if you're in a dispute over a garden fence or an area of boundary or something like that, this is a good time to discuss it and get it sorted out and out of the way. So let's have a further look to see what we can find out. So I'm going to have a shuffle of these cards. This is the Tarot of the Divine. So, and we will pull some cards to see what information we can get on what these conversations are going to be about. So are they, so looking at the moon, are they things that you kept hidden or secret up until now? Does it involve the law? And we will look again a bit later at the money path, I think, because I think we need to clarify those two before we move on. So, and I'm gonna cut, and then, okay, so here we go. So we have, oh, the King of Cups and the Knight of Cups. Oh my word. Oh, we have the Page of Cups and the Star. Okay, so good Lord. And I promise you, I had shuffled these before I picked them up before now. So we have the court cards in succession. So under conversations, we have the King of Cups. So King of Cups is very well balanced. So it is a card of emotions and also slightly connected to the spirit because it's emotions. So it suggests that the conversations you have with people will be settled amicably. There's you are open to A, taking control over, and B, settling in a fair and kind fashion. All right, so that bodes well for conversations. The Knight of Cups under the Moon card suggests the Knight of Cups is lovely. It's very romantic, and it's the Knight is always about the proposition of, or what's the word I'm looking for? He's the potential, if you like, of the love energy. Although sometimes, being a water card, he's a bit fleeting. But being a water card here under the moon, it suggests that with oh, he's got a lovely eagle there. That's nice. It suggests that it might be on areas that you're a bit secretive or a bit sensitive about. So use your intuition, okay, as a guide, and use your instincts as well. But don't be wishy-washy about this, okay? You need to sort of, because our Knight of Cups can sometimes be what I call wishy-washy, a bit idealistic. So, and when you're dealing with the sort of deeper areas of the moon, you need to be sort of truthful and clear. Otherwise, it can get all a bit muddied. That's what I'm saying. So the Page of Cups, we're diversing a little bit, is about messages and sort of childlike or immature energy. So, and involvement with the law. So it might mean that the involvement with the law is about children, or about firming up ideas and communicate with children. So there's that possibility, but it's also suggesting that just a small gesture or kindness can sort out these sort of problems. So there's an awful lot of love going on here, but it's not love in the hippie sense. It's love in the form of warmth and friendship and saying kind gestures and sort of clear but friendly messages are going to take you or help you finish off these matters here. So, and looking at our money path, oh, it's beautiful. She's sort of cuddling a little lammykins or something. Can you see? Lovely. And she's looking dreamily, or they're both sleeping, sort of looking at the stars. So, and it's underneath the money card, which I say was rather gorgeous. So let's take some more cards to help us with. See if we can see a bit more clearly what needs to be cleared up. Oh, and I have got small hands, so let's focus on what conversations need to be had. Oops, that was worse. Here we go. What legal matters need to be, or brushes with the law need to be sorted. So, and what kind gestures are coming in? And let's see a little bit more about this. That's better. So I should go and get lessons on how to shuffle, but I find a lot of these packs quite big. So let's move these out and do. So pile 3, more insights for you, and oops, and oops, and good. So, ooh, 3 of Swords, the Magician, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. Okay, so we have the 3 of Swords, which doesn't always mean complete heartbreak, but what 3s mean, she says, wetting her whistle, 3s are about productivity, and the ability to reproduce. But in the case of the Swords, because you've moved through from the 2, which is about choice, to 3, it gives you, I suppose, the option of too many choices. So it can mean a certain amount of confusion, a certain amount of doesn't necessarily mean betrayal, but it means that sometimes people are not going to think the same way as you. So looking at it as it is here, and it's next to the Magician and it's below the King of Cups, I would say that in this issue it means some sort of compromise. So it means the situation can be resolved with conversation, with a firm hand and clear guidance, but it doesn't necessarily mean that everyone's going to be happy at the end of it. It just means that you're going to try and get the best outcome. And some conversations are more difficult than others, but that doesn't mean they can't be had and they can't be resolved. All right, now then, we have the Magician here, and the Magician is all about using the best of your resources. He brings all the elements into balance, and above the magician's head here, you can see we have the lemniscate, which is about perpetuation. It's about cycles moving into other cycles, and we are looking at the ending of one particular moon phase so that we can get as many things tidied up to move into the next moon phase. So what he's saying is and because he's under the page, or sorry, the Knight of Cups and the Moon card, he's saying bring a practical element to the conversation. What the moon is usually about sort of intuition, dreams. It's about subconscious, and he's saying that you need to get all that aligned and use it to your advantage to get these situations into place. With the Knight of Pentacles next to it, it's kind of about, it brings it down to the practical ideas. So there's still a lot of potential around it, but for now you want to get down to the nuts and bolts of everything, and you can still use your intuition and you can still use your instinct, but do it on a steady, practical level, okay? And again, with our Page of Cups, interesting, because I don't think this legal thing here is a major issue. I think it's something that needs small detail. That's what I'm getting. So, and if that's the case, make sure you cross your T's and dot your I's, because this is what that's about. So, and there are, because it is surrounded a certain amount by youthful energy. So don't, like I said, if it's a parking ticket and it's sitting on your side table, sort it out. If it's something, well, whatever it is, I don't think it's a major issue, but I think it needs a little bit of attention and a little bit of delving into, and just to make sure that it is done and it's done properly, okay? And looking here, we have, I think with that cleared up, and whatever these conversations are over here, it will then free you up to move into the energy of the star, and it may be that in doing so it will give you ideas. So it might be an idea that comes through a message, it might be an idea that just springs into your mind, but to me the Page of Swords is about those, although it's got an immature energy, it's, if you think, out of the mouths of babes comes. So it's about truth, and it's about fresh truth, sometimes a little bit cutting, whatever, but it is, but it's stood next to the Knight of Pentacles. So I think it's about some fresh messages and ideas coming in that will help clear the way for the Star and this money card to bring into place. So, pile 3, my dear souls, whatever it is that you need to sort out, it can be done with just a conversation set up in the right fashion. If you have to let somebody down, let them down gently and as carefully and as nicely as you possibly can. Do try and balance out your spiritual energies and any, I say relationships, I'm not quite sure why. No, I don't know. I'm not getting any more on that. So let's just see if I can have a, well, we're going to pull up an angel card. So an angel answer card. So, and oh, I have got here, this one's just popped out. Forgiveness. So whether you need to give somebody else to forgive yourself, whatever it is, if you feel that you're letting people down in making this decision, don't. Okay? You have to make, you have to have the conversation and sort out what's right for you. You need it. You need to be honest about it, and also practical. So forgiveness is all about letting go of that energy. So if you can forgive yourself, I'm sure you can forgive other people. Forgiving yourself is sometimes harder, all right? Don't dwell in it. Don't think you've done wrong, or don't make a big deal out of what is going on and what has got to be finished here. The energy of forgiveness is either being given to you or you are being told to forgive others. All right? So forgive yourself or forgive others. Let go of it and move on. Okay? Here endeth the lesson. Thank you, my souls. And I hope this has been of help to you. And I can't wait for that star to shine down on you and trickle down a little bit of needed money. I think it's going to be great. Thank you. So if you're interested, we do have some tarot lessons. Actually, we're going to finish that. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to stop that. So just that.